Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my experience with the HP SmartTank Plus 651 wireless all-in-one printer, a printer designed for home use that promises low ink costs, wireless printing, and pretty much every function you could want in a home office device. This model can print, scan, copy, and fax, and it also includes an automatic document feeder and mobile printing support. I've been using it for a while now for everyday documents, photos, and occasional scanning, so I want to walk through what it's really like using this printer on a daily basis. One of the biggest selling points of this printer is the ink tank system instead of traditional cartridges. Instead of constantly buying expensive ink cartridges, this printer uses refillable tanks that you fill with bottled ink. The printer actually comes with enough ink included to last up to around 2 years for typical home printing. That's honestly one of the main reasons people buy this model, because ink is usually the most expensive part of owning a printer. With this system, you can print thousands of pages before worrying about refills, which makes it far more economical compared to many regular inkjet printers. Setting up the printer is fairly straightforward overall, though it does take a little patience the first time. You need to fill the ink tanks manually and install the print heads, then connect it to your Wi-Fi network. Once that's done, you can manage everything through the HP Smart app, which lets you print documents, scan pages, or copy files directly from your phone. I actually found the mobile printing feature really convenient because instead of transferring files to a computer, I can just print directly from my phone or tablet. When it comes to print quality, this is where the HP SmartTank 651 really performs well. Text documents come out sharp and clear, which is perfect for things like assignments, reports, and office paperwork. Color printing is also very good for an ink tank printer. Photos and graphics come out vibrant with solid color accuracy, especially if you're using good paper. For regular home use like school projects, photos, or work documents, the quality is more than good enough. Another useful feature is the automatic document feeder, which allows you to scan or copy multiple pages without feeding them one by one. If you've ever had to scan a stack of documents manually, you know how annoying that can be. With the feeder, you can load several pages and the printer will process them automatically, saving a lot of time. For students, home offices, or small businesses, this feature alone can make a big difference. The wireless connectivity works well most of the time. Once the printer is connected to your network, multiple devices in the house can print from laptops, phones, or tablets. That's especially helpful in a household where more than one person needs access to the printer. The printer also has a simple control panel with a small display and buttons that let you manage basic tasks directly on the machine. Of course, no printer is perfect, and there are a few downsides worth mentioning. One thing I noticed is that print speed isn't the fastest, especially when printing color images or graphics. If you're printing large photo files or lots of color pages, it can take a bit longer compared to some high-end office printers. For occasional home printing it's perfectly fine, but if you're expecting super fast output, this might not be the quickest option. Another thing is that the initial setup with the ink tanks requires some care. Filling the tanks isn't difficult, but you have to do it slowly and carefully to avoid spills. Once it's set up though, refilling the tanks later becomes pretty easy and much cheaper than replacing cartridges every month. The paper tray is another small detail worth mentioning. It uses a rear vertical paper feeder instead of a fully enclosed tray. This design keeps the printer compact, but it means you'll need to make sure the paper stays aligned properly when loading it. Despite those minor issues, the overall experience with this printer has been very positive. The biggest advantage is definitely the extremely low running cost. Being able to print thousands of pages without constantly buying ink cartridges makes a huge difference over time. Combine that with solid print quality, wireless connectivity, mobile printing, and multiple functions in one device, and it becomes a very practical printer for everyday home use. If you're someone who prints frequently for school, work, or family use, the HP SmartTank Plus 651 is a reliable option that balances performance and long-term affordability. It may not be the fastest printer on the market, but the convenience and ink savings make it a very appealing choice for home users who want a dependable all-in-one printer. If you want to check the current price or see the latest deals, click the link below for the best price. Overall, this printer has made everyday printing easier and much more cost-effective, especially compared to traditional cartridge printers that run out of ink far too quickly.